Hi, Dylan. I just wanted to take a few minutes to help you get set up in Google Classroom and kind of guide you through the SLP a little bit in case you were struggling. So the first thing I want to talk about is Classroom. So once you are at Classroom, remember this is where you should be going every day this year, kind of like you did Canvas last year. We're now in Google Classroom. So you will be in my ConnectsU room. This is what it will look like. And then what will happen is every single Wednesday, we will change the theme, and there will be 5 weekly assignments. There will only be 4 for this week because we don't have school Monday. But then you're going to be going to the most recent material. So this is the most recent, and this would be yesterday. So week 2, day 1, and I don't have that you completed this yet. So you have, it's due tomorrow. So you would have till tomorrow to finish this one to get attendance, to make sure you have perfect attendance for the week. So what you're going to do, and I want to show you the student view. So I'm going to go to one that I'm considered a student. So the student view is a little different. You'll want to make sure that you're clicking on, this is the actual assignment link. So you always want to click that open. Then it will tell you what to do here. So if this one said, share a goal with me in a private comment, I would do a private comment right here. And then I would mark that as done so that it shows up as done. See, so that's what it should look like on your end, so you know exactly what you've completed. If you do right here and you start typing right here and add a class comment, every kid in your class is going to see that. So that's not a private comment. So if a teacher asks you to make a class comment for a discussion board or something, that's where you would want to do that. But otherwise, you want to make sure you're using the private comment. So again, you should be getting into the ConnectsU class every day and working on the assignments in there. So there's that. And then I want to talk about Summit Learning real quick too. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go right into a student view so I can show you what you're seeing. And I apologize that you're still in here as Dylan Staley. I will try to get that fixed. So this main screen is where you can see your weekly view. So this is all of your courses and then the week. So this is a nice page to go in and start adding goals that you have for yourself. So depending on what your teacher has sent you, if they wanted something to be done for Friday, I can go in and add a goal here. So say I wanted in English to add a goal. I can pick what focus area I would like to work on that day. I can pick which part of the project I would like to do that day. So it's just a nice visual to help you achieve your goals. You'll also have the yearly view. So this is what Mrs. Roop talked about at the onboarding that you came to. So this blue line represents where you should be, so what you should be working on at that time. So for example, in my course, I sent, you should be working on the Revolutionary America and then also starting this project. Now in my ConnectsU course, or excuse me, in my US history course that you also need to work in, I have the pace chart, and I asked all your teachers to email you every week of exactly what they want you to do. So what I did notice is that you went through and you did a whole bunch of diagnostic assessments right off the bat. You just worked through all of these diagnostic assessments, and that's great. So those are just pre-tests. But what I think would be a better strategy is if you focused on one thing at a time. So I'd like you to come in and start with this Revolutionary America power focus area. So I believe you've already done the diagnostic assessment. If you haven't, you would do the diagnostic assessment. And then what you'll do is you're just going to go down here. So these 3 right here are going to teach you about the Enlightenment and the Great Awakening. And you don't have to look at all of them. So say you learn better with a video, then just watch the video. So then these ones will discover the Declaration of Independence. Again, you don't have to watch or look at all of them. You can pick and choose what you want. the American Revolution, and then government. After you feel like you know that material and you've studied enough, then you would go and you would request a content assessment. So that's basically like a little quiz, and you will need an 8 out of 10 to be able to be considered proficient and able to move on. So after you do that, and I approve the content assessment, and if you get an 8 out of 10, you move on. And then what would happen is if you didn't pass it, I would ask that you go back in, and this is called your playlist. You're going to go back into your playlist and try to study again. Did you take good notes? Did you watch all the videos? Did you do the little quizzes or checks for understanding? So kind of go back in and try to study a little bit more, and then go in and request to take it again. Okay, so that's the first thing I'd like to see you working on this week, is this Revolutionary America focus area. And then above that, you can see the projects. So you can see it's due October 17th. So you have a while to do it, but we would like to work a little bit at a time. So if I click into that, I can see that due October 17th is the final product, this Mythbusters multimedia piece. And what it's going to do is this final product is broken down into checkpoints to help you get there. So the only one I'm concerned with right now that I would like to be done at some point next week is this first checkpoint, source analysis paragraphs. So this is the page that you're actually going to be, you'd be putting your information on. This is the final checkpoint. But what you want to do is within that checkpoint, click view all. These are the resources. Otherwise, you're going to have no idea what to do in this one. So your Christopher Columbus sources. Read these sources in order to understand what happened when Columbus explored the Americas. So I would click on that. And it'll load eventually. So here's the document A, the poem that they're talking about. I would read that. Document B, letter from Columbus to King Ferdinand. Document C, account, right here. So there's 3 documents all within this one. And then you would use that. You could help by using the graphic organizer. If you wanted to make it on your own or fill it in as you go, you can type on this document all of your answers. So the point of view of the first poem, who wrote it, what is the purpose of the source. So this is just to help you eventually build your paragraphs. And then the timeline would also maybe help you a little bit too, to help you know what was happening in the world at the time that these were written. And then once you feel like you know that enough, then you can go back in to the final checkpoint. So it tells you you're going to write 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph should be about document A. We're going to analyze that poem's point of view and the purpose. Why was the poem written? So you would write your first paragraph here, and then your second paragraph is going to be about document B and C. And you're going to be talking about the historical context of each document and comparing and contrasting them. So it's giving you an outline of what to follow. Then down here is just showing you how you'll be graded, what is expected of you. Okay, and then when you're done, you would just request feedback by your instructor. So you can either ask for help or you can submit for feedback, and then I would write right on this document and tell you exactly what you can fix. Okay, so I know it seems like it's a lot of work because there's a lot of links, but we're here to help you through it, okay, and just break it down one thing at a time. So for my course, for your U.S. history, I'd like you to finish the Revolutionary America focus area and then finish the first checkpoint of this project, okay? All right, and if you have any other questions at all, make sure that you get a hold of me. I'd also like to take note, you also have within your Google Classroom, you've been invited, and you should have received several invites to other courses by now, but you are a member of this U.S. history course too. And what will happen is every Monday, I'm going to be doing a weekly launch where I'm going to guide you through what you should be doing that week. Okay, so if you watch these videos on Mondays, you should know exactly what to do for the week. And then there's also, this is 10% of your grade. So if you watch this video and answer the questions, that's 10% of your grade. So I don't believe you've done that yet. No, actually, I don't know that you have accepted it. Yeah, so see how you are blurred out here? I've invited you. So make sure you are checking your email every day and you are accepting the invites into people's Google Classrooms, because these are going to be part of the courses that help you understand what to do within the SLP. All right, so if you need anything else, let me know, but I will speak with you next Tuesday otherwise. All right, have a good one.